In a lavish mansion where luxury meets an unsettling silence, a heart-wrenching story unfolds that challenges the very essence of love and connection. Picture a father's dreams crumbling as he learns that his newborn twins are paralyzed and unable to see. What follows is not merely a tale of despair, it is a powerful testament to the resilience of the human spirit. A dedicated nurse, whose compassion knows no bounds, becomes an unexpected beacon of hope in this family's darkest hour. As we delve into this poignant narrative, consider this. How can one act of kindness ignite a profound change in the lives of those who feel lost? The delicate silver pin worn by the nurse symbolizes much more than just an accessory. It embodies the warmth and connection that the family yearns for amidst their struggles. Together, we will journey through this emotional landscape, exploring the challenges faced by the father as he confronts the reality of his children's condition and the barriers that hinder their healing. The tension builds as he grapples with his fears and the institutional resistance surrounding their care. What choices will he make when faced with the seemingly impossible? How will the bond between the nurse and the twins evolve, revealing hidden strengths and unexpected insights? This story promises to take you on a transformative journey, one that underscores the importance of listening and caring for those we love. Prepare to be moved and inspired by a narrative that will resonate long after the final frame. In the grand, echoing halls of a mansion that once radiated joy and laughter, a father found himself enveloped in an unfamiliar silence, heavy with despair. The real estate mogul, a man accustomed to navigating the complexities of high-stakes deals, suddenly faced a challenge that no amount of wealth could alleviate. His newborn twins, the embodiment of his hopes for the future, were born paralyzed and unable to see. The news struck him like a thunderclap, shattering the illusion of control he had so meticulously crafted throughout his life. As he stood there, grappling with the weight of his children's condition, a familiar sense of helplessness crept in, something he had long since learned to suppress in his business world. He had always believed that every problem had a solution, until now. In this moment of profound vulnerability, he was not alone. A compassionate nurse who dedicated her life to caring for children with special needs entered the scene. She became a beacon of hope amidst the encroaching darkness, her presence a reminder that love and determination could sometimes pave the way through the most daunting of obstacles. But as the father watched her interact gently with his twins, a wave of conflicting emotions surged within him. He felt a mix of gratitude and frustration. He admired her unwavering commitment, yet he was mired in his own fears and insecurities. What did he know about nurturing a child who could not respond in the ways he had always anticipated? As days turned into weeks, the once lively mansion transformed into a sanctuary of quiet introspection. The father immersed himself in a world he had previously overlooked, filled with the complexities of caring for children with profound disabilities. The nurse became a guiding force, advocating for the twins in a system that often felt cold and unyielding. Her tireless efforts to create an environment of warmth and understanding began to chip away at the father's initial reluctance to engage. He started to notice the subtle ways in which the nurse sparked recognition in his children, long moments filled with promise that ignited a flicker of hope within him. Have you ever witnessed a moment that changed your perspective entirely? For the father, it was a tranquil afternoon when the nurse gently placed a delicate silver pin, her own cherished symbol of resilience, against the twins' fingers. In that intimate exchange, something remarkable happened. The twins, who had seemed trapped in their own silence, responded with a flicker of movement, a tiny gesture that stirred the air between them. It was as if the pin had unlocked a world they had been barred from, a world echoing with the laughter and love that filled their father's heart. This moment marked the beginning of a profound journey for the father, who was starting to understand that true connection transcended physical limitations. Yet the path ahead was fraught with challenges. the father encountered institutional resistance, the very walls that had once seemed so impenetrable, now posing significant barriers to his children's care. His fear of societal judgment loomed large, creating a rift between his desire to advocate for his twins and the expectations of those around him. Have you ever felt torn between what you believe is right and what others expect of you? The father realized he had a choice to make: to remain ensnared in the shadows of his fears, or to step into the light of advocacy for his children. The nurse, ever the steadfast ally, encouraged him to embrace the latter path. Every small step counts, she would remind him, her voice a soothing melody cutting through his doubts. It was during these conversations that the father began to see the importance of his role, not just as a provider, but as an active participant in his twins' lives. He started attending meetings, engaging with specialists, and learning about therapies that could aid his children. With each step, he grew more determined, fueled by the love he had for his twins and the unwavering belief that they deserved a chance to thrive. In the midst of this turmoil, the symbolic pin served as a constant reminder of the bond he was forging, a powerful connection that would guide him through the challenges ahead. This journey of compassion and advocacy is not just about overcoming obstacles. It's about discovering the profound depths of love and connection that can flourish even in the face of adversity. Join us as we continue to explore this incredible story, where hope and resilience intertwine, revealing the extraordinary strength of the human spirit. As the father navigated the complexities of his twins' condition, he found himself at a crossroads of emotion. It was a moment filled with both despair and flickers of hope, a delicate balance that defined his journey. Witnessing the twins respond to the gentle touch of the nurse's pin, he realized that their connection transcended their disabilities. This moment was not just a revelation. It was a transformative experience that reshaped his understanding of fatherhood. Initially, he had been consumed by disbelief, grappling with the shock of their situation, which left him in a state of paralysis, mirroring the physical challenges his children faced. Yet, under the guidance of the dedicated nurse, he began to shift from anger and denial to acceptance and responsibility. It was a gradual awakening, a slow but powerful realization of the needs of his family. Have you ever had a moment where everything suddenly became clear? For him, it came with the understanding that his wealth and status meant little in the face of his children's struggles. He recognized his role as their advocate, determined to confront the systemic challenges that had long hindered their progress. This realization was both daunting and empowering, igniting a fire within him that he had never known existed. As the narrative unfolded, the father's commitment transformed into a public declaration. He began to share the challenges his family faced, highlighting the societal barriers that often left families like his feeling isolated and unheard. In a heartfelt statement, he expressed gratitude for the nurse's unwavering dedication, urging others to embrace compassion in caregiving. This act of vulnerability not only restored his dignity, but also inspired those around him to reevaluate their perceptions of disability and support. The mansion, once a symbol of isolation, began to evolve into a sanctuary of hope. The father's journey culminated in a deeper connection with his twins, where silence gave way to laughter and warmth. Each moment of understanding and care reflected the lessons learned through their struggles. That symbolic pin, once just an object, had transformed into a powerful emblem of resilience, reminding them of the strength found in love and connection. Ultimately, the father discovered that the most profound transformations often arise from the most challenging circumstances. As the video nears its conclusion, consider your own experiences of love and support. What small act of kindness can you offer someone today? If this story resonated with you, we invite you to share your thoughts in the comments and subscribe for more narratives that inspire compassion and understanding. As days turned into weeks, the atmosphere within the mansion shifted subtly yet profoundly. The opulent halls, once filled with echoes of laughter and joy, now carried the weight of uncertainty and despair. The father, a figure of ambition and success, was confronted with the harsh reality of his newborn twins' condition. They were paralyzed and unable to see, a fate he could scarcely comprehend. Yet, amidst this turmoil, a beacon of hope emerged in the form of the twins' nurse, a compassionate woman with a fierce determination to care for them. Her presence began to weave warmth into the cold fabric of the mansion, challenging the father's perceptions and sparking a transformation neither of them anticipated. This nurse, with her gentle demeanor and unwavering resolve, approached the twins' care with a unique perspective. While the father was engulfed in despair, consumed by thoughts of what could have been, the nurse focused on what was possible. She understood that beyond their physical challenges lay potential and a spirit waiting to be nurtured. With every interaction, she aimed to create a space where the twins felt safe and loved. Instead of viewing their condition as a limitation, she saw it as an opportunity to explore different ways of communication and connection. How often do we overlook the potential in those around us, especially when faced with daunting challenges? This question lingered, inviting deep contemplation. As she spent more time with the twins, the nurse began to notice subtle signs of awareness that others might miss: a slight movement of an eyelid, a twitch of a finger. These were not mere reflexes. They were glimpses of the vibrant lives within those tiny bodies. She took it upon herself to nurture these moments, using her own experiences and knowledge to foster an environment conducive to their growth. It was as if she possessed a sixth sense that enabled her to connect with the twins in ways beyond mere physical observation. This connection transcended professional duty. It was deeply personal, rooted in a shared understanding of struggle and resilience. Reflecting on this bond, one might ask, how important is it to find that connection with those we care for? Meanwhile, the father's journey was marked by a gradual awakening. Initially, he viewed the nurse as just another caregiver, someone to manage the complexities of his twins' needs. But as he observed her interactions with them, something began to shift within him. The way she spoke to them, her voice filled with warmth, the little games she invented to engage their senses, the time she spent simply holding them, allowing them to feel her presence. This was not merely caregiving, it was love in action. He began to see the twins not just as children with disabilities, but as individuals with unique personalities and potential. This realization became a profound turning point for him, opening his heart to the possibilities that lay ahead. The nurse became a catalyst for change, not only in the twins' lives, but also in the father's. Her approach, grounded in patience and creativity, transformed their experience of care into a journey of love and connection. In this evolving narrative, the mansion became more than a mere structure. It was a living space of hope and change. As the father grew closer to the twins, he discovered the beauty of their unique bond, a connection that flourished in the nurturing environment created by the nurse. Each moment spent together was a testament to the resilience of their spirits, showcasing the power of love to transcend even the most challenging circumstances. This journey of understanding reminded them all that true strength is found in the ability to listen, to care, and to advocate for those we love. The nurse introduced gentle therapies that encouraged sensory exploration, engaging the twins with textures, sounds, and scents in ways that felt organic and joyful. One day she brought a simple feather, letting it dance lightly across the twins' skin as she observed their reactions closely. The father watched, skepticism and curiosity swirling within him. What did she see that he could not? In that moment, he began to question his understanding of care and healing. As time went on, his perspective evolved, particularly as he witnessed small victories emerging from the nurse's efforts. One afternoon, as she spoke softly to the twins, coaxing them with gentle encouragement, he noticed a flicker of a smile on one of their faces. It was a fleeting moment, yet it felt monumental. How was it possible that within such profound limitations a spark of joy could exist? This question lingered in his mind, prompting him to delve deeper into the concept of potential and the essential role of love and care in nurturing it. However, the journey was not without challenges. The father still harbored fears and doubts, often wrestling with the weight of societal expectations and the stigma surrounding disabilities. He felt pressure to portray a picture-perfect family, yet the reality was far from that. The nurse, however, remained steadfast in her commitment, gently guiding him to confront these fears. Their conversations deepened, filled with reflections on vulnerability, acceptance, and the true meaning of family. As he opened up to her, he began to see the twins through her eyes, a beautiful transformation unfolding slowly, much like a flower blooming under the sunlight. In a pivotal moment, the father made a choice that would alter the course of their lives. He decided to fully support the nurse's unconventional methods, recognizing that the love and attention she provided were just as crucial as any medical intervention. This decision marked the beginning of a new chapter, one where the barriers between caregiver and parent began to dissolve. The nurse was no longer just a figure in their lives. She became an integral part of their family's narrative. Over time, the mansion transformed from a place of isolation into a home filled with laughter, exploration, and love. The nurse's influence radiated warmth that enveloped the twins in a cocoon of care. The father, once consumed by fear, now found himself embracing the unpredictable yet beautiful journey of parenthood. He learned to celebrate small victories, each moment a testament to his children's resilience and the transformative power of love. This journey illuminated the importance of compassion and connection in the face of adversity. The twins, while still facing challenges, thrived in an environment where they were seen and heard. Their existence was not defined by their disabilities, but rather by the love that surrounded them. The narrative of their lives shifted, revealing the profound truth that even in the darkest circumstances, hope can flourish. Ultimately, this story serves as a reminder that love, when paired with determination and empathy, has the power to transform lives. The nurse's unwavering commitment to the twins not only changed their world, but also reshaped the father's understanding of what it means to be a parent. Reflecting on this journey, we might ask ourselves, how can we foster connections that elevate those around us? Perhaps it is through these connections that we discover our own capacity for growth and understanding. If you have ever felt a similar connection or witnessed the transformative power of care, we invite you to share your thoughts in the comments below. In the mansion's once vibrant corridors, now shadowed by uncertainty, the father sat in silence, grappling with the profound implications of his twins' condition. The weight of societal perceptions pressed heavily upon him, shaping his responses and decisions in ways he had never anticipated. As the nurse moved gracefully through the room, her silver pin glinting in the dim light, he found himself reflecting on how society often dictates the narratives we accept about our responsibilities as parents. The twins, unable to see or move, became symbols of a deeper struggle extending beyond mere physical limitations. It was as if the world outside had drawn a line defining how a father should act, how a parent should respond to challenges, and to what extent he should be willing to fight for his children. But what if those expectations were flawed? What if the true measure of parental responsibility lay not in conforming to societal norms, but in the willingness to look deeper and challenge the status quo? As he observed the nurse interacting with his children, her gentle touches and soft words creating an atmosphere of warmth, He realized he was witnessing a form of care that transcended the clinical. This was not merely about their physical needs, it was about connection, understanding, and compassion. Her approach starkly contrasted with the cold, impersonal responses he had encountered from medical professionals, who seemed more concerned with protocols than with the lives they were meant to heal. The father felt a flicker of recognition. Societal expectations often prioritize success, wealth, and appearances over genuine human connection. Have you ever felt that way? When was the last time you questioned what others expected of you? In many ways, the nurse embodied a maternal instinct that transcended her professional role. She saw the twins not as burdens, but as individuals deserving of love and attention. This realization struck the father hard, confronting the uncomfortable truth that his response had been influenced by fear of judgment, fear of failure, and fear of stepping outside the boundaries set by society. The pressure to act in a way that aligned with his status as a successful businessman had clouded his judgment. He had been so focused on maintaining appearances that he lost sight of what truly mattered: the well-being of his children and the love that could flourish amidst adversity. Through this journey, the father began to understand that the essence of family lies in embracing imperfections and celebrating the unique journey they were all on together. In the midst of his successful career, the father found himself grappling with the emotional realities of his children's condition. The once clear picture of control began to blur as he realized that his pursuit of success had overshadowed the profound emotional needs of his twins. This realization led him to ponder a crucial question: what does it truly mean to be a responsible parent when faced with adversity? As the nurse devotedly cared for the twins, her unwavering commitment ignited a sense of urgency within him. He recalled his own childhood, a time filled with yearning for his father's attention and approval. This reflection served as a poignant reminder that love and care are not merely products of financial stability or societal achievements. They thrive in moments of vulnerability and in the quiet gestures of kindness that often go unrecognized. This transformative shift in perspective compelled him to reassess his priorities. He began to grasp that the true implications of his children's condition extended beyond their physical limitations. It was about redefining his role as a father. What if he could set aside societal expectations and embrace a path characterized by empathy and understanding? In the days that followed, he engaged more deeply with his children, seeking the nurse's insights and allowing her expertise to guide him through the complexities of their care. Together, they fostered an environment rich in love and support, one where the twins could truly thrive rather than merely survive. This collaborative approach starkly contrasted with the isolation he had previously felt while navigating the medical system alone. The societal narrative surrounding disability and parental responsibility often lacked the compassion needed to support families in similar situations. However, he found solace in this newfound alliance with the nurse, as they both committed to challenging the stigma associated with his children's condition. Have you ever discovered strength within unexpected alliances? As each day passed, the mansion transformed from a place of silence and despair into a sanctuary filled with hope and resilience. The father's awareness of societal perceptions grew, enabling him to see that he had a choice: to conform to narrow definitions of success or to redefine what it meant to be a responsible parent. It became clear that true success was not measured by wealth or status, but by the ability to connect, to listen, and to advocate fiercely for his children. The nurse's unwavering support was a constant reminder of the power of compassion in the face of adversity. This realization ignited a fire within him, propelling him to take a stand not only for his twins, but for all families navigating similar challenges. As the narrative unfolded, he began leveraging his platform to raise awareness about the necessity of compassionate care for children with disabilities. He spoke openly about his experiences, shedding light on societal misconceptions that often impede progress. By sharing his vulnerabilities, he became a source of inspiration for others, encouraging conversations about the need for a more inclusive understanding of parental responsibility. Through this journey, he learned that confronting societal norms could help pave the way for a more compassionate future, one where all children, regardless of their challenges, are recognized and valued. Ultimately, this journey led to a profound transformation within the mansion itself. The atmosphere shifted from isolation to warmth and community. The father, once burdened by societal expectations, discovered the joy of being present for his children and embraced the unique bond they shared. The nurse, adorned with her silver pin symbolizing hope and resilience, became a cherished figure in their lives, bridging the gap between the world outside and the sanctuary they had created together. Where once there were echoes of despair, laughter, and love, now resonated throughout the mansion, demonstrating that true parental responsibility transcends societal perceptions. In closing, the story of the real estate mogul and his twins serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of compassion, understanding, and the courage to defy societal expectations. It invites us to reflect on our own lives and consider how we can foster connections that enrich our relationships with those we love. The moral here is clear. True parental responsibility lies in our ability to listen, to care, and to advocate for those who depend on us. If this story resonates with you, or if you have your own experiences to share, we encourage you to comment below and engage in this important conversation. Your voice matters, and together we can create a more compassionate world. As the narrative reaches its poignant conclusion, we are reminded of the transformative power of love, connection, and the courage to face adversity. The once opulent yet desolate mansion, filled with unanswered questions and unfulfilled dreams, has become a sanctuary of hope as the father confronts the realities of his children's condition. The nurse, with her unwavering dedication and compassion, stands as a beacon of light in the shadows of despair, bridging the gap between the twins' world and their father's heart. In a moment that once seemed impossible, the delicate silver pin, a symbol of connection, serves not only as a tool for interaction, but as a reminder of the warmth and empathy that can flourish even in the most challenging circumstances. Through the nurse's quiet intervention, a spark of awareness ignites within the twins, illuminating the path forward. This pivotal moment catalyzes a painful yet necessary confrontation for the father, who must navigate his own fears and the systemic failures that have long hindered his children's progress. It is a moment of reckoning where denial gives way to responsibility, leading him to acknowledge the vital role of compassionate care in their journey. His transformation concludes with an apology to the nurse and a public acknowledgement of the challenges faced by his children, signifying a new beginning. His commitment to understanding and supporting his twins reshapes the atmosphere of the mansion, filling it with warmth, laughter, and a renewed sense of purpose. In the end, we find ourselves enveloped in a profound sense of belonging that had once felt so distant. The stark silence is transformed into a symphony of connection and compassion, reminding us of the vital importance of truly seeing and hearing the people we cherish. This story stands as a powerful testament to the impact of unwavering support in the face of adversity, urging us all to reflect on our own relationships and how we can cultivate deeper connections. The message resonates powerfully. When we choose to act with empathy and listen wholeheartedly, we can inspire meaningful change in our lives and in the lives of those around us. As you take a moment to reflect on what you've witnessed today, consider how you can nurture those around you with love and understanding, just as the nurse did for the twins and their father. Your actions, no matter how small, can light up the lives of others, instilling hope where it once seemed absent. If this story has touched your heart, We invite you to share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you wish to explore more inspiring tales that highlight the extraordinary power of compassion and connection, consider subscribing. Together, let's embody the change we wish to see in the world, one act of kindness at a time, creating ripples of positivity that can transform lives.